Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft here on the channel. We're going to dive right in. I am streaming this live on Twitch, so if I am answering questions or chatting with folks, that is why. We're in Mythic currently, so I am going to be going try hard mode to try and make sure I either climb or stay where I am. Okay, Pitiless Carnage is our rare. You sack any number of permanents, then draw them many cards. I don't think this is very good. Not really even a consideration. I do like Beast Bond Outcaster. I think this is the best card in the pack by a pretty significant margin, actually. You can get a 2-for-1 with it. You can get a 2-mana 3/3 essentially with it if you don't have something to do on turn 2. Really nice pickup here. I haven't been too impressed by this card. I haven't seen anyone cast it, to be fair, but it doesn't seem very good to me. Neutralize, I haven't seen anyone cast this. Savage Smash is fine if you're red-green. It's just worse than the green common, though, I think. That just does the punch. The punch one costs less mana, and one less mana for the -1/-1 on the green common. It's, I think, better. Giant Beaver's pretty good, but I'm not going to take it here, obviously. Dock is, like, okay. Skullduggery's nice, but easy Beast Bond. Okay. I've been pretty impressed by Pest Infestation, honestly. Casting this for X = 2, you make 4 pests. Kill 2 enchantments or artifacts. When you actually, like, you don't even need to cast it with targets, but when you do cast it with targets, it's infinitely better. So I'm going to take that. There's also Frontier Seeker, which I've been very happy playing. Archmage's Newt, which is pretty solid. One thing I don't like about this card that I have messed up is it doesn't play particularly great with the spree cards, because even if they cost 0 to flashback, it doesn't work the way you want it to. At least in my experience. Maybe it's some interface thing, but I haven't been able to cast them when I've done it. Prickly Pear is also quite good. Roadrunner's fine. Lone Shark can be okay. This can be okay. But I think this is a pretty easy Pest Infestation, especially because I already have the Outcaster. Okie doke, pick 3. So we already have a couple of green cards. We have the Beast Spawn, the Pest Infestation. We could just stick with green, take the Bristlepack Sentry. However, this could also be a chance to just jettison that completely and take something like Vial Smasher, try to go red-black, Slick Sequence, try to go red-blue. We aren't seeing a crazy, like Pest Infestation's good. Mirage Mace is another card that I could take. I do like taking Fixing when there's nothing great. I might just take Vial Smasher, though. It kind of fits the style that I've been going for in this set, which is if I don't have a card that I'm really ecstatic to take, I just take this. I take the land, which I think this is a totally fine pick. Or I just take a card that I would be happy to have in my deck. I'm just trying to read the signals and figure out what's open. I think Roadrunner's fine as well. It could also just make the cut in a red-green deck, which maybe is an argument for it, but my gut is telling me to take Vial Smasher. I'm just going to go that direction. Completely off the rails from potentially playing it in the same deck as my first 2 picks, but I'm willing to take those sorts of risks in this format. Transmutation Font. Create a token of some kind. Sacrifice 3 tokens. So it's 5 mana, you can get a clue every turn, or a blood, or a food. I think that's not very good. It's too expensive. Here, there is Emergent Haunting. There is Raucous Entertainer, which I'm going to take here. It's such a good combo with Pest Infestation. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of this card. It's fine, but nothing special. But when you have Pest Infestation, it's really, really good. Holy cow. But yeah. And now there is Patient Naturalist. I wouldn't mind a Festering Gulch. Wouldn't mind it at all, in fact, but this card is a cut above that. This does some stuff sometimes as well. This card's pretty good, but easy Naturalist for me. Just sticking to green. The Varmint. Ooh, Scalestorm Summoner is quite good. Not that hard to pump this. I don't regret the Vial Smasher pick. It was still pick 3. I didn't have any huge reason to think green would be open. I just gotten past this card. Hey, thanks, Jinkinator. I appreciate that. Said it was nice to see me streaming. And like a good start to the draft. But I like Scalestorm Summoner. I'm going to take it over the Varmint. Ooh, Back for More is really good. I really like this card. Hellspur's fine. Beaver's fine. But Back for More is premium in my book. I really like that card. Easy to splash, too. Even though it doesn't look like we're playing a deck that can use Forlorn Flats, I'm still going to take it here. I like just getting some of these lands in case I want to splash a couple things. This card's fine. This card's fine in red-black, I think, but I haven't really played it. This card, not really great. Don't love the Gigapede. Gigapede's just a little bit too expensive. I do think Bridled Bighorn's pretty good, though. Wield Savage Smash. Nice. Great combo with, say, Galestorm Summoner. I think this is the best card here. I'm willing to, like, speculate on cards. Like, my deck could probably use the 2-mana 3/3, but not, like, to a huge degree. Just rounding things out. I guess I'll just take a blue card over this card. This card's fine, though. I don't really have a reason to go into the blue-green deck. Currently looking like red-green with that Wield Savage Smash, but late Rattleback Apothecary. Though that card's not too premium. Pack 2. Okie doke. There's Gillicourser, which is nice. Repulse is nice, but I'm not playing blue. Bounding Faladar is good, but I'm not really playing white. Found and Buried in the Garden, similarly, I'm not playing white. Snakeskin Veil is good if you have a good creature to protect. I could take the Courser. It plays well with the Summoner and the Outcaster. And red-green is looking decent. And then I could try to splash black, maybe, for back for more, if I want to. I have been impressed by the Courser, though. I also think Lush Oasis is a fine pick. We'll take the Courser. Hard Bristle Bandit. This card's really good. Bandit's also fine, though. Yeah, I think this card's much better, but I'm not going to try to switch to blue when it wasn't really open in pack 1. And Bandit's a fine option. Love this card, though. This card is excellent. Very great. Very good performer in my book. Plays well with back for more, too, because I can cycle it to get the swamp, and then I can play black for more and get this guy back. This card's just huge. Ward 3 makes it so hard to deal with. Anguish Unmaking, not going to take that. I do think Consuming Ashes is pretty good, though. There's also Spinewood's Paladin. So I could just be going for a black deck. Could also just take Spinewoods. I don't think Spinewoods is very good here, though. I think I'll just take the Ashes. I love this card. We've got a couple of red cards, but nothing too crazy. Another Raucous Entertainer, potentially. Could take the Creosote Heath. This pack. There's also Varmint. I think I'll just take the Entertainer. Keep the synergy with the Pest Infestation alive. I think Heath is fine, though. Especially because I already have this card, so I could splash white pretty easily. Getting a Jolene's probably going to solidify me into red-green. Better than this card. Better than this card, I think. Wow, late Arid Archway. Also a Naturalist. I think I'll just take the Archway, though. Archway is so good. It's also Naturalist, but I already have plenty of 3s. I also like Gilded Gold Pan a decent amount, especially when I have Scalestorm Summoner, but hopefully I can get one of those back. Sure, I'll take Skullduggery. Now, ooh, actually, I'll take some Thunder's Elbow. I'll try this card out. The Lush Oasis is another card I like. Easy way to commit crimes, but we'll try this guy out. I haven't been too impressed. I don't know if this is the deck. I'll just take the land. It's kind of been my strategy to just default to the land. Okay, pack 3. Another Newt. I am a huge fan of the Burrow Fiend. This card is excellent. It's also Derailment. So at this point, I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play these white cards. So do I want to pair it with black or red? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 good red cards. 1, 2 good, 3 good black cards. We could just wait a little bit more longer. Ashes and removal spell. Burrow Fiend's a clear pick here, I think. This card's excellent. This card's excellent. This card's pretty dang good, too. Not going that direction. This card's good in a lot of the decks I like to play. Okay, where are we going here? I think I'll just take Throw from the Saddle. This is an excellent Throw from the Saddle deck. I have creatures that play really well with it, like this guy. Longhorn Sharpshooter is really strong as well. Well, I'm glad I've been more flexible here. Bruised Tarl is a great card, and I'm going to be trying to play it. The Forlorn Flats helps a little bit. But Bruised Tarl, I think, is worth squeezing in if I can find a way to manage it. And this makes treasure sometimes. Okay. And then the Armadillo can find my color. I love this card. This doesn't really help me. This card's nice. This card's also pretty nice. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 2-drops, but I'd like having more. Oh, this guy also helps me with Bruise. Yeah, I'll take the Intrepid Staple Master. Bingo. Red-white land. Huge. I guess this doesn't really help me fix. The red-white land does, though. Okay, this card's great. This card's pretty good with my synergy pieces. So I essentially have 1 white source, 2 white sources, 3.5. So I'll play 1 plains here if I don't see anything else. Okay, easy naturalist here. I do like ankle biter, but naturalist is great. Not a huge fan of this card. My creature count is 14. That does play well with the full steam ahead, potentially, especially if Pest Infestation's going. I just don't think that card's very good. Ooh, I got Derailment back. Nice. Didn't expect that. There's also Earth at Joe, which is great. I'll just take the removal spell, though. I actually am really happy to see this card. I think it's between that and the Silver Deputy. Silver Deputy is not very good, though, and this card at least does some stuff, and I can sacrifice it to get a treasure for Bruise. And it plays well with my Raucous Entertainers, so pretty easy pick here. Trying to put the stuff on the point in the curve. I'm usually going to cast it. Yeah, not interested in that one, but I'll take this guy. Wow. That was a couple of good pickups late. Potentially another Treasure Maker. We'll have to see if he's worth playing. 3/2 Trampler is not worth playing on his own. But if he's helping me splash my Bruise... So, Outlaws. I have 3 Mercenaries, 1 Pirate, that's 4, 3 Rogues, that's up to 7, 1 Warlock, that's up to 8. Can't really count him because he's being used for it anyway. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. I'll play 1 Plains, I think. Even though playing a Plains is a bit dicey. Don't really want to play this card. Don't really want to play this. I think Splashing Bruise is definitely worth it. So this gives me 1, 2, 3, 3.5. 4. I mean 3.5. 4. 4.5. 5. So I've got a decent number of sources for it. Yeah, I think this is a good deck. I don't really have any sideboard options here. Also, my curve is pretty low. Let's just double check my colors here. 15 greens, and I have 8 green sources. 7 red sources. I think I want the plains so I can get my brews into play as early as possible, but I might need the extra green. Yeah, I'll just run it though, I think. Only 7 red sources is a bit tough. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If I cut this, then I still have 1, 2, and then all my supplement sources. Yeah, 8, 8, 8, 1. Having a colorless land is a bit rough here. I might not be able to afford this one. I really want to have 8 and 8. At least. And I don't really use my mana very well. Yeah, this looks much better to me. Okay. I don't really like playing the colorless land when I'm splashing anyway, especially when, if I spend my turn 3 doing that or whatever, I just don't have stuff to spend my mana on. Okay, this will be the deck. I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support the NicolaiBolas channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. It is thanks to Patreon support that I'm able to make as many videos as I do, and I really do appreciate everybody who contributes towards the success of the channel. If you're enjoying my videos and would like to support my content directly, Patreon is the best way to do so, and you gain access to some cool perks along the way, such as access to my card-by-card tier list for each set and other cool benefits. Special shout out to those patrons who support my channel at the credits level. I really do appreciate it, but without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome! We've got a good hand. If we do draw our plains or our tap land or our armadillo, we're in good shape. Nice, we got our 2-drop on curve. Makes me want to save Prickly Pear if I can. So that's a pretty good start here. Entertainer already doing work. So they have a snake skin veil. Sure. This guy's big. Well, that's really unfortunate. I was really trying to save that, but it was not to be. Plains would be a really good draw, or my Armadillo. If only I had another land here. So I can make 4 1/1s, or I can make 2 2/2s. I think 4 1/1s is better here. If only I had 1 extra mana. But, I mean, obviously, there's no way I would have been down on cards. Using a couple removal spells to kill the Sterling Keykeeper was maybe not great. Maybe I got too greedy trying to get 2 extra counters, but it felt like a reasonable play at the time. Sometimes things just don't line up very well. I mean, I don't usually play around 4 mana 6/5s. Just absolutely wrecking me. I'm going to accept that I'm dead to a combat trick here, I think. Yep, they got me. I was never going to block with enough stuff for that not to kill me. Yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes the games just don't line up very well. Welcome to another round. We can keep this hand. It's quite good. I don't think I really have a reason to play this land. I really want to play this and activate that. Whiffing completely is not part of my game plan, really, but that's how it goes sometimes. Sure. Okay. Sure. They did that the wrong way. Okay. And I'm going to be careful. I'm going to save my treasure because Bruised Tarl is a really important part of my deck. And this way I can even hold up my derailment. And derailment can kill this thing too, which is nice. I'll let them draw their card. Okay. Still going to save my treasure. Love that. Love that. That's great for me. Honestly, pretty devastating. Despair hits the stack. Gosh darn it. We're not just dead, though. Though developments are not helping us. So I'll probably plot this and then double up on it. It's pretty powerful here. They concede. Oh, that's huge. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to win that. Nice. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Not great, but has some good outs, and that's one of them. I'm just going to go for the turn 3 Bruise Tarl. I needed to cast Bruise, which is why I did it that way. Okay. Maybe green would have scared them that I had Snakeskin Veil or something. I think getting the token here is pretty solid. If they can't kill Bruise. They're doing it on the token? That's insane to me. I am actually going to use one of my removal spells here. And I think the extra damage won't matter more than giving me the options. Maybe I messed that up. Maybe I should have not played the Bristlepack, because now if they kill Bruise, my Bristlepack can't attack anymore. But if they kill Bruise, I'm kind of in tough shape anyway. I don't know. They just keep attacking. Sure. I'm not really worried about my life total. Like, I don't think they can kill me before I can kill them. As it currently stands. Okay. Maybe I have to kill this Raven, but... Sure. Okay, now I do have to kill the Raven. If I kill this, I hit them for 5, 8, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Oh, they're just dead, aren't they? Yeah. Ooh, another victory for the good guys. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. This is an easy keep on the play. If they kill my hard bristle bandit, they kill my hard bristle bandit. But if they don't kill my hard bristle bandit, I can get a turn 3 bruise on the play. Okay, Lazov has to die. Getting to double tap this guy is so good. But Lazov is such a good threat. I love that card, but don't like it against me. I like that they're tapped out. Even if they kill Bruise, I'm hitting them for 3, 6, 8, 9. Woo! Another win. Nice. Welcome to another round. I'm going to keep this on the play. If I hit one land, I can cast the Patient Naturalist. And if I hit a mountain, I can get a really good curve out going. Moment of truth. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, I'm going to make another Sealed League for this set for sure. Okay. Boom, got there. I'm going to start with Jolene. Sure. I mean, obviously I would have preferred to draw the mountain on turn 2, but that's fine. Lands are good because they lead me to my Pest Infestation combo. I guess I only have one of these guys left to draw now. Kind of a mirror match of sorts. I really hate whiffing on a land there. It's just irritating. And my Raucous is gone, my second Raucous. But I've got all my colors. Yeah, you can't win them all. This game's over. Can't believe they attacked like that. Not that it matters that much. Dealing with a 5 toughness guy is tough for me. Okay. This is such a risky block. But I think I'm in such bad shape that it's worth going for, especially because of the way they attacked last turn. Yeah, in the light of their last attack, this seemed okay. So I can mercenary this guy up and then attack him. Get a 3-1. Yeah. This guy into this guy is a devastating combo. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can make x equals 3, make 6 1-1s. That'll buy myself a lot of time. I guess I still have Armadillo in here somewhere. Sure. I'm actually okay with this. This gaming trample's annoying, though. Bruise Tarl into Savage Smash could be pretty good here. Oh no. Five guys there. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that game lined up very poorly for me. All you can do is your best sometimes. My deck is like solid, but like I can't beat certain things. See you next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. Since I already have the land drop, I'd rather get more power into play to pressure them more. Nice. So that plays well with this guy. Goodbye, Bruise. I'll miss you. It's like he was on the bottom of my deck, but Pest would have been a good draw too. Still, we're in good shape. I've got 6, 10 power, and they have no power. And I've got 2 good removal spells. Okay. So they get to put a 4-drop in their graveyard and put it back into play. That should be good for me, depending on what it is. Okay, that is okay for me. Okay. So Savage Smash on this guy to kill that. Followed by throw from the saddle to kill that. And then I have a huge attack. Punch that guy. Zap that guy. Play land. Don't give them the option to trade. Only allow them to do chumps. I have enough mana to just cast this for 3 next turn. That is the downside of Lively Dirge, by the way. When you have, like, a okay 4-drop, like, it's not worth playing 5 for it. That was a really funny good. That was a very funny draw. Probably the best draw on my deck that I had left. Got him. Nice. See you folks next round. Welcome. We're gonna keep this hand. I just got asked the question in chat about when it's a good time to splash, and I think the best time to splash is in this sort of deck when you have like a Bruised Tarl type card that's like better than everything else you have available to you. Another option is, okay, this hand is going to be really good if I hit my cards on time and stuff. Is when you like have some sort of synergy. So for example, I've had like blue-green decks where I very happily, okay. We're going to just go for the most high upside play here. If they can't kill the Gillicorsa, we're fine. So we can play that next turn. So I guess I choked that one. I should have played this first. There's no reason to play the land first there. I'll kill the treasure here. Pay for the sins of my past. This is another bad play. They could have the 5/3 Sphinx. Sure. They mulled the 5, so this is a pretty easy win if I don't screw things up. But I have kind of screwed things up. I'm going to pass and hold up sacking the Reckless Lackey. I'm afraid of them having 5 mana, 5/4. Everything gets -2/-2. Because that's the sort of card that could get them out of this. Or I guess Contagion Engine, geez. Woo! Nice. And just to finish up talking about that splashing question, I don't know if I finished this point, but I had like a blue-green deck that had Bonnie Paul, and I wanted every copy of my Patient Naturalist that I played to be like a tutor almost, to dig me closer. So I splashed black for Honest Rutstein and one other card that could get a creature back from my graveyard, because I felt like with a couple of Patient Naturalists, it increased the odds of me getting Bonnie Paul, so like a really good rare. So those are sorts of that's kind of an advanced splashing technique where I knew I kind of wanted to do that as soon as I was in green with a couple of Patient Naturalists and the Bonnie Paul. But that's the sort of thing you can do. Welcome. We are on the draw, and we're going to keep. It's kind of sketchy, but we have the Entertainer. We've got some synergy. If we go Burrow Fiend into counter, that's pretty good. Then we can go this guy into counter as well. Into Crew Burrow Fiend. I've realized blocking is generally bad if you don't have to. I would love to draw a mountain here. Just cold rip it. Now if I draw another mountain, I'm in really good shape. Losing the Bruise doesn't really do that much here. You enjoy it when I make mistakes in videos because it makes yours feel better. That's one way of looking at it. I think that is a solid mindset there. Feels like they have something. Well, that's gonna die. Land, land, land. No! I can afford to get the mountain now. Okay. They have infinite mana. They have 3 cards in hand. That's potentially bad for me. Very bad for me, actually. I don't really have a way to get rid of that. I kind of hope they let me get this Drover Grizzly off the battlefield. This is an important block because it just saves a point of damage for no reason. So they don't trample over for anything. Perfect. That was a great draw. I'm gonna block sack. Hopefully I can find my pest infestation, or did it get milled? No, pest is still on the menu. I've been playing around a combat trick most of this game. Okay. That's a card. I'm just going to risk it. I'll just chump here or just take it. Probably just take it. Sure. I would love to draw pest infestation here. So now I'm almost positive they don't have a combat trick, so I can probably line up a triple block here. I should have attacked with the Stable Master. If I attacked with everything there, they go block, block, and I lose, I think. They didn't have a combat trick last turn, or they would have used it to save their 4-4. Got there. Nice. Yes! Woo! Milling 2 more creatures, hopefully. He's an 11/11. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, the pest infestation. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of that win. Oh my gosh. I was just like, okay, I can trade some damage here. I don't have to do it yet. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun. I'm so happy with how I played that. I'm like, okay, I can trade some damage here. I'll use my Savage Smash to get that extra card out of my guy. I won't panic about the big blocker. I'll eventually triple block him, but I can take a couple hits. Oh my gosh, that was such a satisfying win. Let's go! See you folks next round. Welcome to the final round. We're 6-2, so this is the make or break round. Land is an okay draw. I'd obviously love to draw 2 drop here. Okay, give me a 2. Beautiful. I'm going to ditch Mine Raider. Land is okay. Them getting to play the guy ahead of schedule is not the best for me. Luckily, it dies to my removal spells. Oh, no. That doesn't. Okay, yeah, this is just one of those games where you're... Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I have to double block this. I'm taking 8, but still. That is insane. What an absurd card. Okay, I'll plot this. And then I'll play this guy and this guy next turn. This is going to be a tough one to win. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to lose this game. We were on the draw and they had like one of, if not the best starts they could possibly have. This gaining 3 life could be important. So this has Menace. That Savage match could have been good. I think I just got to play all my big guys out and hope for the best here. Maybe I can stabilize. This guy's a pretty big guy if they don't get in a big attack here. Got a fine double block on the Quilled Charger, potentially, depending on how they use their mercenary token. I've got a good block on that guy. Depends on what's in their hand, obviously, but I'm more alive in this game than I thought I would be. This being able to gain me 3 life could be good. So I can play around them having +3/+2 by blocking with that. Okay, that trade was successful. Oh, and they're out. Oh my gosh. Now I have some haymakers I would like to draw. I already had to get 2 for 1 by double blocking that guy. I keep forgetting to take this card out of my deck. Can you imagine how good Pest Infestation would be here? I have so much mana. They have a lot of mana too. Bruised Tarl would be great. Okay, they take out my guy. That's annoying. I'll hold this land, I think. I don't really have card draw. I don't feel like simplifying things. I have some really good draws here. Bruised Tarl and Pest Infestation would both be huge. Honestly, if I drew a Raucous Entertainer first to set up my... Okay, now I'm on a little bit of a clock. What is that attack? Oh, they have a deal 4. My guy has ward, though. Is that some kind of crazy bluff attack? Oh, Thunder Salvo? He's cried to the bottom. Maybe I could have just blocked last turn with this guy. I was assuming they weren't making an error. Because if they have like the punch spell, they probably would have used it before. Well, this one's not really anything I could have done here. I drew 5 lands in a row. I don't know. Whatever it was. They were drawing some serious action, or at least mediocre cards. I didn't draw a single spell here down the stretch. I mean, I had the Spinewoods, but that was already in my hand. It was like I slammed the Spinewoods and like stabilized the board and then drew nothing. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Just terrible draw here. I've drawn 11 lands. And I haven't even drawn all these as spells because I milled 2 spells here. I'm totally dead on board, and they are just not attacking. I mean, why would you? Why would you risk me having literally anything when you can just ping me to death? This is actually kind of comical. I literally haven't drawn a spell. I mean, I drew this guy. I guess that's a spell. They have 7 lands in play. Can you imagine if they had 12 lands in play and I had drawn spells instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands? If I had 5 more spells, this game would not be close to close. I mean, this game's kind of not close to close. They could just alpha strike me and I'd be dead. I'm just going to save some time. There's no way I win this game. I can't. There's no sequence of draws that get me out of that. Wow. What an anticlimactic finish. Anticlimactic. I had so many good draws there, too. I could have drawn my Bruised Taro. I could have drawn my 3/3 that cantripped at that point. I could have drawn Jolene. I could have drawn this guy, which I already talked about. I could have drawn this guy, of course. My Pest Infestation was top of my mind. Kill Spell was top of my mind. An Entertainer so that I could have a good draw later would have been nice. Honestly, just horrific. But, yeah. That is going to do it for this one. 6-3, definitely a nice record in the midst of Mythic, as they say. Bruised Taro won us a couple of games. The Armadillo was great as always. Pest Infestation was so good in that round 8 matchup that I was very proud of. Or it was my 9th win, so round 9 matchup, or my 6th win, so round 9. No, round 8, yeah, because it was to get to 6 wins. But yeah, really awesome deck, really good games. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Armadillo Ranch because these cards are pretty awesome, or hashtag Pest Rancher because those are some cool cards that we had to work with. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.